Okay, hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. So today we're going to be doing a lot more of the MSQ for Final Fantasy 14 here tonight. And so we gotta get ourselves way up onto a giant fucking mountain. Let's flying up in the air. Auna's eyes glisten with joy. The latter is situated to the north and west of Right. Let us make our way there. Dost thou see yonder pair of talus? For our blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai prepareth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, he told and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend to the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere it can move again, as well as myriad materials with which to perform it. If thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. My thanks. Directly to the south thou wilt find a dry dock, Venmont Yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. I can certainly try. I will make no guarantees, but... That was a disgusting noise. Oh there, sinner. Haven't seen you around before. New to Gate Town, I take it? If you need lumber for a shaft, you've come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. You want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was about to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber's lying about the yard, but most of it is kept in the storehouse. For these, you can just ask Grethel for the number here. I'll lend you some writing materials so you can take notes. $11. Taking stock for Ervith, are you? Well, last account we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. So 11 plus 68. No loads just arrived. 13 planks all told, but one sandwich. It's only good for kindling now. Right then, bring the good ones here and be sure to let Ervith know as well. Sir, how many planks does that make now? Now you're writing these numbers down, right? I'm sure you can work it out. So we got 24 there. So how many planks did you count? So 68 minus 9 plus 13. Put it down to 59 plus 13, 69, 72 plus 11 puts it at 83. Thanks for your help. Taking stock fair puts me to sleep, but it has to be done as I promised. I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for anyway? You're serious with the ladder? I'll be damned. We're shipwrights with no ships to build, only shacks. Well, it's a living. We all itch to do something greater. This fellow you say is in charge? You reckon he'd mind the likes of us barging in on his project? Wonderful. I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. Well, okay. They're more helpful than I was expecting. Thou returned. Wert thou able to procure the lumber? Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides? Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but that the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hope spurring us ever onward, towards journey's end. Whatsoever may await us when thou takest those final steps, I pray that it shall be with a smile upon thy face. Ernje is wearing a pensive look. But prematurely do I give myself to sentimental musings. Many more passing concerns demand our attention, not the least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from the land as it is. For the present, it would appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for a time. Thou wilt need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Yulemore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible?
I would have.
Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alag, and one still favored by Garlemald. But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve.
Yes.
But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it.
No.
Ah, the vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarot. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, She fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
Remember? Why would I remember any of it?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the Source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exarch? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl? What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I knew you could do it, dearest. I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive. I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent. I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. But solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Emmett Selk. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
No need to risk someone else. We'll do it.
That's the spirit. Come on, then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure, we ascended without a word, the silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
And here we are, finally at the top rung. The others should arrive ere long. Come up here. There's something I need you to see. What could this be about? I don't know, but let's find out. There's a village over to the northeast. So there is, yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long since been abandoned. Nor I, but that was before I spied someone leave it and proceed to head in our direction, all the while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and take a look. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us? Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are, but what do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit, and I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's so then, let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Yep, let's do just that. Plus some of the things I have open that I don't need to have open. It's like, hey, we know you're in there. We can hear you. What news? Were you able to find anything of note? Indeed, while there's no one to be seen, it is plain that this village is anything but abandoned. If villagers are trying to conceal themselves, they are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Wait, what? You're Tristle, the artist from Yulmore. You remembered, ever since we parted ways, I've worried for you, bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we'd meet again, and here of all places. We said the very same thing to you, my friend. I'm glad to see you hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Yulmore. As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. He took me through a secret tunnel which led to the top of the bright cliff. I've been here ever since. Life is hard, but we know a semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate until Mount Gold broke away from the earth and just suddenly the ladder started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming up would threaten your lives. Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Well, tell me, what has brought you here? The giant flying mountain? We came up here to do something about it. So Vothra is a Sin Eater, and he's fled to Mount Golg? 'Tis a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. I owe you my life. If there's anything I can do to help, you need but say the word. Your help will be most welcome. Trish, to begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vothri, we must find a way to reach Mount Golg. Of course, you hardly need our permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Is eager to get on with the task. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger. I see some things never change. At any rate, it seems that brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. Warrior of Light and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well. Then just take care out there. Excuse me. The path diverges. Let's go so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you can be so kind as to head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way. In a short while, then.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Well, we ran into a few as well.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mount Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vorthri, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Not yet.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at Bottom Rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
Nah, I wouldn't say wasteful.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us atop Rung. Thither should we make our way.
Okay. I didn't expect to see the Chais here, but I suppose it's well within their rights. At any rate, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mount Gulg. For this, we'll need to pull all our heads together. Alice would share the findings of your scouting mission with everyone.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vorthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Yulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Cid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched mountain should jolly well come back down to us!
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder and seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mount Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed, yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Boulder Dash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found near the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armoring. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Yulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talus of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
I'm sure we can make that happen.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium. With thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Yulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maud, and even those miners?
Yeah!
But that's just about everyone in Ballynorvrand. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
Because we're nice to people. Or try to be.
No import? You expect me to believe that after you just promised me the help of the better part of the world?
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrant is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
It's just like, I don't know what to do with this.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
He's just like, I don't know what to do with all this. Have the design ready, she says, in good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? Before I can even attempt to design something, I need intimate knowledge of the land, the knowledge of locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. What? A village of Umoran exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ready lift. Never should have ridden up here. Never should have. Never should have. Oh dear, Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he can give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds poorly to obvious praise. You'll need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation. Awaken his sense of daring. I don't think this is going to go well. But we'll try. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size, no one's ever even dreamed of it. He did, but he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even the most capable among us have struggles to overcome. For regards to my own feelings, I can't do a goddamn thing without help from those villagers, and they're not probably likely to give it. Tros is among them, you said so yourself. Lest you've forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he would never forgive us. If you were there too, perhaps he'd be more willing to accept an apology. Wait, what am I thinking? Relying on others to fight my battles is disgraceful is what it is. And it might even make things worse. And in the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such enormous house is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even by some miracle, the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones. They think that the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. Well, now to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd, yet you succeed not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may likewise seem absurd, but maybe, just maybe, it stands a better chance of success for it. But, be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. I imagine from a moment that we reached Vothri and only succeeds in provoking him. In his fury, he may well unleash his hordes of eaters and will meet a horrible end. I've thought of that, I assure you, but I'm afraid Talos cannot contend with the Sin Eaters. If it could, I would never have come to Yulmore. Nonetheless, I appreciate your earnest attempt to find a solution. Makes me wonder, what is it that drives you? Tell me, why did you throw yourself in the midst of such a grueling struggle? Oh, god damn it. I missed the one line of text there. Sorry. Yes, yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amity and speak with the villagers, with Trystal. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Yulmore. Now, wherever you go, I'm going to. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. But there's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't think I have what it takes. Master Shai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And that which man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then most assuredly can be done again by your hands. That's a little idealistic, don't you think? Perhaps, Master Chai, perhaps. What is man if not an idealistic creature? 'Tis not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times did they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that many believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are a man of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. The desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days, I would be the first to see your Talos. And so you shall be, my dear. I'd have none other at my side when my greatest masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. I am glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? You. You have every right to be angry with us, but please, listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mount Golg by means of a talos of heretofore unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? After you ignored my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation? You've every right to be upset. Father's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong, terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. I wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and we mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so, I will cooperate with you. Please see our friends to Mount Golg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't do to have nothing to show the others when they return with help. Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented. Unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind. Rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Ah, wicked white. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot about one other rather important item need to bring a Talos to life. The heart. That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see to procuring the one with the ore with which to fashion a heart. A firm, suitable heart suitable bring to life a Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. That might be a little tricky to come up with. But we will certainly try. Just knows people who may be able to assist in your search for ore. If you seek material for the Talos, I know people who may be able to assist. They are the Thulls, a dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows its bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they would be willing to cooperate. Indeed, it was one of them that showed me the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. You'll find the Thulls at their village to the northwest. A place called Tamra. When you arrive, seek an audience with Chief Zamat, and do not forget to greet him with a hearty lolly-ho. Permit me to join you. I'd keep my joints limber, mayhap I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to the two of you then. The variety of ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. There it is. So this is Tamra. Seldom do we see the dwarven folk at the Crystarium, to now be in the presence of so many. I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a challenge. Lolly-ho! What sort of excuse for a greeting was that? Where's your heart, lass? Your stones! Come, let's try it again. Lolly-ho! not bad, but there's room for improvement. Any road. Now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of the denizens of Amity, we have come to seek the aid of the Thal family. May we speak with Chief Xamot? Why, yes, you may. I am Xamot, and I bid you welcome to Tamra. If it's the folk of Amity that what sent you here, you must have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Well, and there I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with that floating volcano and all of them sin eaters, neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, though, we'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek is precious to us, too. If I let you have it only for you to bungle things up and squander it like no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy by means of a trial. Aye, a trial. Most tricksy, passed down through the line of Thol. And what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. And listen well. As you know, we're mining folk. And in the mining life, a danger's constant companion. So, when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial. What tests the three traits all good miners can't do without: discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Now look on my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves with, as wear helms what are different. I've already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take the trial, report to the observer nearby. Best of luck to you. Lolly ho, you must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. As I'm sure you've been told in 3D Mine Runner, use a slingshot to shoot them as wear the wrong helm. Let's begin with a spot of practice, eh? Nice shooting. Keep it up in the actual try, eh? Aye, that's the way. Next time it's travel true and let me know when you're ready. Right this way then. This time there'll be them as wear the right helm. You shoot them, you fail. So look carefully before you let the stone fly. You're without knocking off my cow. Know that it will not work. It was worth it. Well done, a fine show of discernment and dexterity. Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You've got it what it takes to be a miner. Yay, we can be miners now. That was some impressive shooting, lass. Consider me satisfied. Aye, 'tis plain you don't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faiths in you, and help you find the ore you seek. Did you know that Calusia is rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining this stuff since ancient times. And every so often, the self-same veins yield what's called Earthseed, a rare ore steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine Earthseed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had, though, provided you know where to look, and no place is surer in the Durger's Twill. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gogs. Greedy sods claim the place as theirs, and refuse to let any other bugger near. Oh, there never was a more odious lot than them Gogs. I could go on forever about those homeless horsens, but then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. Well, it boils down to this. If you want the Earth Seed, you gotta deal with the Gogs. Reckon you're up to that challenge? We have dealt with far worse. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain what we need. That's a spirit. Now, to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. I'll do it. I'll go with them. You court? I couldn't help overhearing. I knew the Eaters had flocked to Mount Golg, but I didn't know why. To think the Lightwarden's hiding up there. The fate of Calusia, no, the world hangs in the balance. If I can be of some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it isn't so simple. Then there's Court. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. The lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aim with a pickaxe is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. If all he needed to do was dig, he'd be your dwarf. But he's liable to become a sin-eater's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight. But I still want to try. Please, please, please let me go with you. Oh, I thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Court, far be it from me to stop you. Keep him safe, though, will you? We will most assuredly encounter sin-eaters along the way. Though with you in our company, they will be more a spectacle than a concern. Okay, so wait. There we go. Talk to you. The Drogo's tool lies in a cave to the east. I'm ready when you are. Yeah, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. For some reason so powerful, you didn't deal with this guy very well at all, did you, Exarch? Not at all. Yeah, we have a few. Well, okay. That one looks mean and bad. Yes, thank you. That I did not see that going very well. Nope, 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 not at all. More of the damn things. Just as we were about to get there. One last push then, shall we? Shit, that's not one I want to click on. Click that and panic. Come on, you big ugly thing. Let's go. Bring it. There we go. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Kuroja is eager to step into the relative safety of the cave. Right, follow me please. I will take you to the Durgar's tool, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. Let's go find it here then. Oh look, well I'm still here and can see it and remember it. Let's grab this. If the terrain and stench are any indication, we are at the tool. Ah, there. The Gogs with their ugly, unkempt beards. If they realize we're here, they'll come after us. Best to take them down first. Be not so hasty, Kurut. The animosity between their two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool Sin Eaters, but will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you could find us the Earth Seed? I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. We could be much obliged. Without further ado, then. Right, digging, we will go. Let us not be idle either. Though Groot cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few Gogs from the field to that end. Dream powder, as you may recall, we used it for the rescue mission at Laxon Loft. Truly, it seems our alchemists got a little carried away with the latest batch. But it has been useful in our endeavors, and I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of dream powder. Even should it fail to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word and I will cast the enchantment. Ready to begin? Very good. Should the enchantment fade before you finish tending to all the dwarves, return to me and I cast it anew. Ah, the dwarves have taken their leave. Good work, my friend. We have done all that we can. Let us await Karut's return. I'm back. This is the purest stuff there is. Think it's enough, or shall I go and dig up some more? I dare say it will suffice for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Karut. Let us carry this back to... Are you alright? Worry not, I shall be fine. As long as I have been away from the Crystarium, a little weakness is to be expected. I may have also overexerted myself in the moment, to have this rare opportunity yet be unable to enjoy it to the fullest. Who goes there? That's Glag, chief of the Gogs. You're one of the Tholes. I see. Word was our Mars were coming back to Drowsy. One after the next, I immediately suspected foul play. And which I find here but Thole scum skulking about. It's a spineless act befitting you, limp beards. What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like a freshly tapped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's arse. Impudent whelp. Better hobgoblin's nose hairs than the feeble floppy things you Tholes have hanging from your faces. Like oil and water. This is not like the end of its own accord. Do you chance have some more dream powder left? Let's put it to use and be on our way, though something tells me we've not seen the last of their bickering. What the swiven? Forgive me, Groot, but we need you to be calm as well. I'm sorry, it's just when it comes to the gogs, I can't help but see red. You needn't apologize, my friend, but you're here on our account, and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, however, it is time we take our leave. The Talos awaits its heart. Well, my friend, much as I have enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our tasks more swiftly. I shall see the Earth Seed safely into the hands of Chai Nuz. While I'm thus employed, would you be so kind as to deliver Groot back to Tamra? My thanks. Brief though it was an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Amity. Look at things. We might actually finish up Shadowbringers here tonight. Well, at least the first part of Shadowbringers, none of the patches, of course, but I think I forgot to... I did. It's so nice, like, whenever anymore when I check and try and see how I'm doing on both Twitch and YouTube, it's like, Twitch is, it's there. I mean, I've been seeing a lot more growth and such on our YouTube channels. Just, the fact that seeing that, it gives me this sense of, like, I'm not failing at this, and it's just so refreshing to one's own mind. I mean, you still got that nagging feeling of, can I not do better? Am I not being good enough? But it does bring a sense of renewed purpose, I should say. Ollie ho, glad you're back and in one piece. How did you fare with the Earth Seed then? I got them all they needed. The Exarch's on his way to Amity with it now. Good to hear that young Groot was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone, saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a Talos, we were thinking that you'd be needing some mining tools, so we went and modified our spare pickaxes for use by bigger folk. Here, take these with you. Should be plenty to go around. When our scouts tell me there's a crowd gathered at top rung already, go and see what everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? Except for right there around July 4th, I've been actually averaging around like 10 plus views a day, which is really cool on YouTube. The 3rd and 4th, I was like 5 and 3, which I'm going to chop up to just being a holiday. People hang out with family and not spend their time online, or hopefully not spending time online. Look, people from all over have come to help us quarry stone. And this isn't even all of them. As we speak, the volunteers, Thancred and Ren Recruit, are being escorted to the worksite, and by both Prasarium and Umoran soldiers, no less. So as you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem. We don't have enough tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Pickaxes from the dwarves? Trust you to have exactly what we need, exactly when we need it. But what are we waiting for? Go and hand them out to everyone so they can get to work. We're ready to do our bit. We just need our tools to do it with. Pickaxes? Loads of them? Now we may all work to our heart's content. While I don't have many talents, I do have a strong back, and what strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. You got the ladder moving again, didn't we? If we join hands, there's no Talos we can't build. I still haven't repaid you and Alphinaud for saving me, and I'm not sure I ever could. But that ain't gonna stop me trying. I'm with you to the end. Come on, you lot, look lively. We've come, in case you're wondering. Guthchon is here too. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks though, so he's gone on ahead. Bah, he could have at least left us a spare set of tools. Ah, wonderful. Now we can be about it too. Quarrying isn't exactly my stock and trade, but this time I feel as though my wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear, where everyone has a place they can go home to. Right then, let's be on our way. What are we still doing here? I thought you'd brought your own tools. I did, and I was just to head off when I saw Jarek. Oh god, so this plan works and the giant Talos comes to life. Just imagine the size the trolley could push. Imagine it. Are you still raving on about that? How many times do I have to tell you that that's not what this talos is for? Where the hell's would the tracks even go? There's bound to be somewhere, you just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stoneworks is involved, maybe we could have a trolley added to the design? Enough, we're going to work, and if I hear one more about trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. Long time no see, Travis. Are you waiting to be issued a pickaxe too? Nope, I'm issuing them. Oh, you clearly weren't. Now neither are we. Rest assured, we will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. Or as much as we would enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards. Grace, you may not remember me, but I'm one of the carriers from the inn at Journey's Head. After night returned to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had halted in every one of them. I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We're still celebrating days later when who should come along but Alice. She said that she thought the aid of those who believed in the warrior of darkness. We all answered her call right there and then, of course. Some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as could be spared. I do have great respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them to a nice plump worm. My thanks. With that, everyone's now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It'd be a shame if they fell prey to sin eaters after all the trouble we've gone to. Right, let's see that this plan is a resounding success for the sake of all in Norvrant. Alvno is bound for Amity. Well, my friend, it appears we are the only ones left here. If you know what other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There, Ishtola is overseeing those who will imbue the Talos with magics. Come, let us join them at once. Good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I've taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen. I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. So the house proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths abiding by proven methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. But I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for Earth Seed, I believe he called it, and that quantity, I believe we can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness, or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing a smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runner, maybe now is a good time to bring them out? Moment, friends, there's something I would show you. I say, are these not heartstones? They are, the most prized possessions of we of the Knights Blessed, and these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic. And we may imbue them with yet more prior to the installation on the Talos? What think you? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. The Master Montoya spoke to us of the roles we are to play. The Heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus are we also at peace. If our heartstones may serve to restore night to all the world, gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you can instruct us how to distribute the heartstones. And, Illusion, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? Rest assured, it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when attuning to an aetheryte. Imbue the jade-colored stone here, if you would be so kind. That will do, thank you. This heartstone appears familiar just because it belonged to Tadia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to Sin Eaters. Right, I've identified the spikes on the Talos where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued, then install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talos awakens and the way to Mount Golg is secured, we shall sully forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We will see you soon. moment, Ernge. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friends failed to contain the light, do you? Be assured that I do. All which I require lieth in this land. I'll just say I trust you. I don't really, but we'll tell you we do. And I swear to thee that thy trust is not misplaced. As ardently as I pray for the preservation of this world, so too do I pray for thy safety. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. I'm told the rock for the chest is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. Leaves the viewers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvron for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but will it be enough? Well, good evening. How are you? Good to see you, Ragzin. Although I think I might be changing games here. Looks like some friends of ours are putting a group together to go play some Fortnite, so.
I'm not sure how sock monkeys say hi, but hi.
Hello. How are you guys?
Good, how
What?
are you?
Hi.
Still got room for another?
Possibly. I'm trying to see if there were two other people who were potentially coming.
Okay.
But I haven't heard from them yet. So.
I just saw the stream title and was like, okay, well, check in and see.
Yep.
Just let me know. I'd love to join.
Of course.
Okay, well, let's see. What we're waiting to reply on what's going on there.
This is how you get banned from banned from Twitch, Scarletta.
Why?
Because you're gonna let that play for too long and you're gonna get DMCA'd. You think I'm kidding?
Music is a dangerous, dangerous thing on Twitch. Even the music inside a game can be dangerous.
Actually, there's a mode to turn it off in Fortnite. Go to audio settings and go all the way to the bottom. It is turn off licensed audio.
I will need to do that. China is looking not a little
So
anxious.
were you streaming or are you still streaming?
I'm still streaming.
What were you playing before?
I'm still playing Final Fantasy 14.
What are you doing in 14?
MSQ. Shadowbringers.
You're probably farther than I am. Everyone's farther than I am.
Well, it depends on whether we're talking my main character or my streaming character. My main character is much further than this. They've actually finished all the Shadowbringers patches. I'm not even into those yet on my stream character.
I have not finished those, and I've been playing since the game fucking launched.
Where are we going?
This is the early access for fucking 14.
I actually played...
I just sleep places.
I played a little bit when the game first started in 1.0 days, but never made it past like the first 30 days.
I did not have the ability to do that.
And then I'd barely even made it past into day 2 of playing because it was just so bad. And then when the open beta came about for Realm Reborn, I've been playing ever since then.
See, I don't actually do the story. It doesn't fit.
Why not?
What?
There's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go rest, as your friend suggested. My wife and Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them?
Why doesn't it fit?
Why not make
and thank you.
Because my character's name is Kitty Sunsleeper. So I fucking sleep in the game. Always. In new and interesting places. When the sun is up.
Although I do remember actually going and helping you one day with some MSQ for Stormblood.
People were bitching at me.
For
so
good reason.
Like 3 expansions in like a couple weeks or some shit. For good reason, my ass. If I want to sit there and fuck off, I can do that. You don't pay my sub. You don't get to tell me what to do, Bun Bun. Yeah, I'm calling out Bun Bun on my stream. You're not my fucking dead. You don't pay for my games. If I want to fucking sleep in your fucking free company house for 4 or 5 years, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sleep in your free company house for 5 fucking years.
Until they ban you from entering the building.
Yeah.
But then you can just sleep on the doorstep and block the door.
Pretty much. Like, don't... Yeah, it won't hurt my feelings.
What could hurt your feelings?
Huh?
What could hurt
touching his butt?
Oh.
Nothing, because I don't care.
Yeah, well, your audio sounds bad.
The Exarch, he went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would
Right
have
in
thought
the
you'd have seen him.
God
He kept me
damn.
company for a short while, but then he came over
Except
rather
for
pale.
you, the one who helped me set up how my audio sounds.
He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing.
I did trust a stranger on the internet.
Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Because he
This
looked,
fucking
I did offer to
stranger's
go
like,
with
I
him.
have a
but he
degree
assured
in
me he
like
would be
fucking
fine.
audio engineering.
I do hope he's alright.
Like that fucking means anything. There's a DMR over here. The fuck is that? Is that a yawn?
No.
What that shit?
You didn't hear anything. I didn't say anything.
Carolina Shields?
Well-adjusted people yawn because they don't sleep, because sleeping is wrong.
It is 2 a.m. currently.
Yeah.
Trying to say something?
And?
And I work a regular 9-to-5 job with non-regular hours at the weekend.
What are you trying to say?
I hate my job, question mark?
What if your job was to voice Doki Doki Literature Club?
That sounds like a fun job.
That, that does sound like a... I think I already got paid in art, though.
Wait, what'd you say?
I got paid in art, though.
You didn't get paid in art?
It feels like it, but art is amazing.
You got art because it needed to be done.
Anyway.
Peachy's next. And then Revan. And then the masterpiece at the end.
Masterpiece at the end.
Yes. The final masterpiece of it.
I'm sure this will be interesting.
What? Bot? Bot knows everything, Baco. It triggers when people come into chat. It's a trigger.
But it never seems to trigger for me.
Yeah, I have no idea. It doesn't. I fucking. have fucked with it. I don't understand. It doesn't trigger for you, and it doesn't trigger for Bimby.
It doesn't like our names then.
The future
Yeah, I don't get
is
it.
where my destiny awaits.
I don't understand.
Have you tried understanding?
If only you could understand a little harder.
Simply understand.
Forgive me,
understand
I
the
was
hardest.
lost in a
When
dream.
did I get a follow? Oh, the person
I
that
needed some
posted
fresh air and thought to rest
about
for a
using the
moment.
critic followed
It
me
would seem
during
I'm
my
more
starting
fatigued
screen. My
than I
starting screen
realized.
doesn't have my overlay
Too
sounds,
much time away from the tower.
so it made
I
no
fear.
noise.
It
Do you need to
drains
shoot a
me,
rock?
leaves my
I
body
already did
frail
that.
and weak. Though,
Bitch.
in truth, it is debatable whether I can still
You
call
did it
this
first.
my body.
I don't know why you call me a bitch. Oh
Because
shit!
I can shoot myself if I
I'm
want
being
to.
targeted.
Well, what did you do? You targeted someone, and
You're
you're
trying
surprised
to
that you have a
poach
target
the
on your
last
forehead.
of the
When
now.
first
sock
I turned my
monkeys.
mind towards the salvation
Huh?
of
You
the
have
world,
to protect me.
I came to the
The poachers
conclusion that it
looking
would
for the
take
sock
many
monkey. You have to
long
protect
years.
me.
Many more than remain to me.
You
And
look
so I
godless
made
anyway,
myself
so I mean,
one with the crystal tower,
I look
that
beautiful.
I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now. Hence my weakness the
I
farther
mean,
I travel, and the longer I am away.
I'm like pandas. People have to keep me work so hard to keep me alive. Jesus, I
It
can't
has
even
been
talk.
quite a journey.
you were
But
about to
thanks
say
to
something
you,
inappropriate. Is
the
what you're
end is
about to
in
say.
sight. My wish will
Never.
We all
finally be
thought it.
fulfilled.
I was gonna say.
Tell me,
mean,
how hard is this
How
sock
goes the
monkey
construction
getting?
effort?
And if it's a monkey made of socks, why are you hard? Is it you being hard, or did something make you hard
I mean,
and
it-
crusty?
Then
if
this may be
socks
the
get
last
dirty
moment we
enough,
have
they
to
just
ourselves for a while.
calcify.
Come.
I mean, if you cover
Sit
it in
with me.
protein armor, it fucking gets hard too.
Stuff the sock full of rocks.
Ah, rock.
Yep.
Tell me,
Full of rock.
when all of this
Ah.
is
Mhm.
over, what will
I
you
stole
do?
your puppy.
You didn't kill the other one?
No,
You stole my dog.
get the puppy. You didn't get the.
Get the right one.
Okay, okay,
Fuck.
okay.
Okay, this person has got to be over here.
There's a rift. It just.
That's great. There's a
Fuck it.
llama. Do we want it?
Ah, yes.
Well, I guess so. If you're
Even
shooting
should
it.
we succeed in
I mean, I
forestalling
thought
the
you were
eighth
gonna
umbral
shoot
calamity,
it, so.
the spectre of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy
I have to get rid of my
resolve,
revolver.
you truly
Do you want
are
me
a
to do it? Because
hero's
I've already
hero,
done the
my friend.
revolver quest.
If you can. Where's my revolver? There we go. There, take the chug splash
Whatever
cannon.
it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own
Chug
path.
splash. Okay.
You will leave countless lives better than you found them.
It's just
and
the
soul
glorious
you
there's a battle
touch
bus. There's a
will
battle
never
bus.
forget your kindness.
There is a battle
Then,
bus. There
in
is a battle
trying
bus.
times, when you
Run,
question your
so
worth
far
and your
away.
choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
All of them. Just absolutely every
When this is
single one.
over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said. Though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans.
I know, but they
Though
fucked
she
around and
deserves to
found
know.
out.
I have good reason to keep my counsel.
So what are Peachy and
I have come to terms with this in my
Matt doing?
mind. Yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For she
I don't know. I
is
didn't
my
know if he was going to bed.
inspiration. And I would give much and more for the chance to speak with her as friends, with no thought of concealment.
2 p.m.?
Should she indulge
He
me
open?
with
I don't
her
know where
tales,
his region
I would
is.
regale her with my own.
They live in
about
magical
my
time
efforts in
zone lands
Northampton,
that fucking have half time zones, like half-hour difference time zones. That's fucking
Ultimately, that tale is more yours
shit
than
straight
it is
from
mine.
hell.
Listen.
Then,
Yes.
I would ask her about her next adventure. And if she should wish me to be a part of it, oh,
they're here.
How happy it would make me.
They're right there.
Oh, well, that's a shame because
together we would travel the lands and cross the seas.
You can open the thing.
And take to the skies upon
they're on the other
eternal
side of the
wind.
wall.
Well, I just jumped up and they
My
probably
heart swells simply to imagine it.
fucking tires.
Why is Fortnite?
But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the
there's an
coming
update.
battle.
Have you thought about not making sense? Sure, both of you.
I mean, we're not in
The
danger
people of
anymore,
this
but it's the
world
same
have
idiots.
entrusted their
They're
hopes
right
to
over
us.
the hill.
We cannot fail them.
I mean, we can go murder him. I don't care.
Okay.
Nor those who roused me from my slumber.
Oh no, the threat's closer. I know.
Thank you for your company.
Threaten me,
my
Daddy.
friend. Let us
You're in
return
our
to
promise,
Amity.
son.
Piece of shit. You're not my real dad.
Could be.
It's like they're fucking running away from us. Let's see if there's anyone I can see that we can just lazily pick off like assholes. Can we give them the good old surprise?
The good old baby bladder, right on the chin. Shark 'em.
Where are these guys at?
I mean, they should know where these relatively are.
They're right there. They're all getting into a fight at the top of the hill.
There's multiple of them, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let them do it. You want this purple hammer?
Sure.
We need to move away. Let them fight it out.
Worry not, my friend.
There's
I am
still
much
7 squads
revived
left.
for the fresh air. Your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the
there's
task
7.
at hand.
Squads. When there are 23 players and it's 2-man squads.
Or just
Might be a bunch of people on their own.
Oh my god.
What?
We are in 0 build squads with 2 people.
Holy shit.
That's bad.
Squads, but we only can in with 2. We're not in duos. Oh no, we're fucking sweating it.
Your radiance.
That
I've
explains
taken
everything.
The liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your hair is possessed by a devil.
That explains why there were so many people at the last encounter. I thought
Those
they were
fuckers
working
just had to
together.
keep going down, and I was like, how are they not shooting each other?
With the nation in the grip of
'cause
war,
we fucked up.
we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from
yeah.
resurfacing.
Yeah.
Where we just hop in the car and chill out, right?
But imagine the satisfaction of winning if you guys end up doing that.
You had to say it. You said it. Now we're gonna die.
Yeah, now we're gonna lose.
God damn it.
The forest is burning.
And what?
Okay, there are people
himself.
coming from behind.
He has taken himself to the first to usher that world to its end.
We're chilling now, and we're not gonna chill out in the middle of fucking the open. Just no.
Or so I believe. He will not disclose the details
Here,
of his
let's go
mission,
over here.
having ever preferred to work
They'll
alone.
effectively have to move past us to get into the circle.
Even to those who have known him since the
Hoppers-
beginning, his actions can
Hoppers, you're
prove
gonna get me killed, aren't you?
unpredictable.
We are gonna have to move it.
I am no stranger to his
understand
ways. He joys in playing
But I
me
can't
for
sit
a
there and
fool.
kill 15 people.
Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was
12
as he
people.
willed it.
Okay, we're
My dear
getting
grandfather.
uncomfortably close.
So are they.
Leaving.
On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one
Oh,
item
there was a
of
second
interest.
crown back there.
Oh, there's a rift to go.
You have doubtless wondered why the signs of the Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of
Did you
late.
grab it?
No, I
Oh.
can only hold 4
It's because they are
seconds.
no longer in the source. The hero of the Scions is journeying to the
You
first,
left me,
as have
and
her
Indiana
comrades.
Jones is killing me.
Albeit incompletely, their bodies yet remain.
I know they
here at the
ran up on
source.
us.
I was leaving because it was getting too close.
I know, and he ran up on us.
Listen.
The guy ran up in the hill right behind me. What was I gonna do? Gonna give him my back to kill? No.
This presents
White
an opportunity if we can defeat
Cat Circus is
We
following.
defeat the Lions prior to the
White
Scions'
Cat
return.
Circus. Okay, it
We may
took me a
eliminate
second.
their order at its
You
stroke.
hit the dog. You fucking monster.
And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a
What
matter
a
of striking
fucking
down
dick.
the hero upon her homecoming.
Oh my god.
Thank you for the follow. But
Which
why
lets
did you hit the dog?
Which lest you forget, it is essential to the realization of our objective, of both of our objectives.
But we're gonna return to lobby and not be in 4-man squads with new people. No, I'm not that confident.
You gotta protect harder.
Through Heidel's meddling, her champions threatened to wrest the reins
We
of
made
fate
it to
from our
like the top
grasp.
10.
The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path.
In that universe, worlds.
One which will never see
Cat
me
Circus,
man
do
reclaim
you
his
need a
true
third?
form.
Not right now, because I have 2, maybe 3 people already joining, or in line to join.
'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he
How long is
is.
your what's your update at?
Such a devolution is abhorrent, and it must be stopped before it is too late.
We're finishing. We're finished. We're finished. We're done, Joe.
And either did you hear back from Matt? Because if not, we have Illusion, who's willing to join.
I fucking didn't press send. God damn it.
He had one job.
The comedy of errors tonight. The hour has come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way.
And then
This is
and then
your
we
heart's
might have
desire, is it not? To seize a victory
later.
that's yours, and yours alone, for the future of Garlemald? Oh dear, you do not wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take an interest in tedious
You
conflicts.
okay over there?
someone just played feet, and then White Cat Circus here's just. I
The
think we
whereabouts
just
of my
broke a
one
person.
true friend, however, they interest me greatly.
It's
I
not
but
my
hope
fault
the beasts of this
that
first
exists.
are providing her
Well,
proper
apparently
support.
that's the task to tell whether they're gonna stick around.
I would know every detail, Lord Xenos.
Did it
or
play
would
the
you
sound
rather
with
I
that?
called you
Because I didn't
Elidibus?
hear it.
I can't
I
decide
what?
whether
Okay, so that's a cursed
sound-
redeem. That's a cursed channel point redeem. It's not my fault. It did-
Unexpected. Most unexpected.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't know what's even fucking playing
That
if I
immortality
can't
should be
hear
within
it.
the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You would have done yourself, Xenos, yea, Galvis. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest.
So that's Morton King Julian. That's not me. I believe this is 110%.
Your secrets
Baco
or my flesh, I
Tell's
care
fault.
not which you give me first. The choice is yours.
Like 110% straight cancer from Baco. Actually, you know what? That's 50% of that cancer is Peachy. Pixel Peachy here. Redeeming it. And to be fair, my channel point redeem is called I'm sorry, so I can already sit there and say I apologized. If you hate it, why do you push it?
Let me just see if I need to do an update or not here.
Why do it? Maybe I should leave it so I can't hear it. Maybe it's the right answer. Discord died on you. Resuscitate it. Switch modes from the lobby. Like I've never done it before. Not once. Why did you auto-select frickin' squads? recently played. Recently played nothing. I did not recently play any of those things. I played not a fucking one of those. What the hell? Yeah. Yeah. Just that sweet Sonic. That sound. So. Paco's restarting. And if Matt's not coming, Illusions. And then if we get a spot.
I mean, just have to let me know.
Yep, I'm just Paco disappeared.
Yep, I figured he was restarting, so.
Yep.
Or that, or his internet crashed.
I don't know. Hi, Beanie. Beanie's just the sweetest ever. Yeah, Beanie's okay, I guess. How do I put someone in timeout?
Right-click their name, and you'll have an option for ban or timeout.
See, this just gives me, like, a weird slider.
Who are you wanting to time out?
Nothing, I'm just being a dick. See, someone also has a dumpy. No. Peachy just used an emote from someone who also has a dumpy. I have one of those. It's so my little Gibby is. He's shaking his booty on my donation thing. Because I don't have fucking donations, and I don't feel like setting that up, so my donation to you is shaking that booty.
Well, right now, not saying that was probably a good thing, because there's been someone going around doing a bunch of chargebacks to donations.
I see, you can't charge it back if I don't fucking take it out of the account. Well, you can charge it back, but it ain't gonna cost me anything.
Joke's on you. I'm poor already. I won't notice a thing.
Well, they've been racking up like $7,500 or more to streamers on their chargebacks.
That's an easy giveaway. Nobody would ever do that. Nobody would do
it. Me, that dumpy is an emote. You know what? I have another emote waiting for approval. I don't have emotes.
I need more emotes and other things.
I love my emotes. My emote for Fiverr person is fucking amazing. I love their art style. I didn't even want emotes yet.
You should send that to me, because I looked at it, but it's long gone now.
I'll just send it to you. Direct message real quick.
See, hold on, let me see if I can. See here, I'll throw it in my Discord really quick. In general, and then you can just see what I'm waiting to get approved. Just a happy to wave. It's a little guy. Damn right I let fucking Ben be picked. You know what? Bimby's was more tame than what I was gonna do to you. So you should sit there and be thanking Bimby. Oh yeah, there's the happy little emote I was gonna. I'm waiting for get approved.
Nice.
To scale it in Animator, it took fucking way too long. Are you being targeted? Because everyone else was targeted. So.
I just don't do anything to anyone, so they don't ever target me for anything.
Look at my default character in here. What a good guy.
You know nothing about any of this. You've seen the Baco, and you saw the Winnie and the Bimby.
Okay, so it does look like we're changing
Beanie,
games.
you saw all
so.
of these things.